Making YouTube videos. Project tools. Shoot. External microphone. Recording sound with an external microphone can produce better result than an onboard microphone. You can place your camera in one spot and then scoot closer to your subject or character to record sound. Unwanted background noise can reduce this way too. To use an external microphone with filming, have an extra crew member hold the microphone and pay attention to the sound during filming. This extra crew member is a sound operator or boom operator. This external microphone is normally attached to a boom pole, which let the boom operator move the microphone closer to the subject or actor without being in the shot. Your boom operator should be able to hold the boom pole for a long time without dropping. If the boom operator arm gets tired, the microphone could appear in the shot. Ask your boom operator to keep their hands still and holding the boom during filming. The microphone may pick up any tapping or movement on the boom pole. Some video cameras have a socket on the camera body, either a mini jack or an XLR socket, where you can attach an external microphone using a cable. Jacket input, XLR input. When you are recording with an external microphone, try following the techniques in the next 3 sections to get the best sound. Point the microphone in the direction of the sound. External microphones are normally directional microphones, which means they pick up sound directly in sound of a point microphone, but not to the side or behind it. This is good because it will record less background noise. When you are using an external microphone, it's important to point the microphone where the sound is coming from. If the microphone is pointing away from the action, it won't record the sound you want. Positioning the external microphone correctly. You can position a microphone above your subject or below. The best position depends on what you are filming. Overhead. Holding the microphone over the scene is the most common approach. Overhead microphones are better for wider shots and don't pick up noise from your actor's hands or feet. Underneath. Recording sound film underneath is mainly used when filming and mid shot or close-up shot. Go underneath if you have limited room above the actors or to steal the microphone from high winds outside. Avoid dropping the boom in the shot. A boom pole with an external microphone can feel heavy, especially if you have to hold it during a long scene. Sometimes the microphone can drop down into the shot, which means you have to stop filming. Look out for a booming mic creeping into a shot. To help prevent the microphone from appearing in your shot, ask your boom operator to rest between takes. When you are not filming, the operator can put the foam pole, the lower end of the pole, on the floor. Don't put the microphone on the ground. It could get damaged. Use your microphone for dialogue. The key is the recording dialogue. Put the microphone as close to your actor as you can without the microphone being the shot, and aim the microphone in the direction of the sound. The best way to check the unwanted noise is by wearing headphones. Without headphones, you probably won't hear noise until you are importing the footage into the editing tool. If the sound appears in the background in one shot and not in the next, the sound will be uneven between shots. Your audience will notice. If you're hearing a distracting noise, a plane, gust of wind, a passing car, through the headphone when you are filming. Stop filming, wait for the sound to pass, and then retake that shot. Here are a few ways to avoid unwanted noises during filming. Turn off any air conditioner or fans. Microphone can pick up noises that somebody you can't even hear when you are filming. Make sure all cell phones are off. If you get a call, the shoot have come to a stop. Sometimes the cell phone's roaming and searching signal can interfere with the camera and wind up on the recorded audio. Don't point the microphone in the direction of any clear background noise. That includes roads, waterfalls, and fountains. Again, this sound can come across clearly in the recording and can make it hard to hear dialogue. Don't film in empty rooms. We'll wind up with lots of records. If you're recording, but you might want records in your film. You can put blanket on the wall to help deaden the sound. Deal with wind. Boom operators often have wind problem outside. Not that kind of wind, the sky kind of wind. When you are filming outside, the microphone have a pick up noise from the wind, which can make dialogue hard to hear. If you're not sure that sounds like, try gently blowing your camera's microphone and listening through the headphones. It isn't a nice sound. Camera. Phone can often suffer from wind noise from built the microphone. Wind noise can only be detected by monitoring the sound using headphones during filming. If you can hear the noise from filming, you need a wind shield, a furry cover that protects the microphone from the wind. You also can get wind shield from onboard microphone on video cameras. Wind shields for external microphone come in different types. You can see why they are sometimes called dead cats. A wind shield is highly recommended for recording audio outdoors, but if you don't have one, turning your back to the wind and sheltering the camera as much as possible can help. You can see how external microphone without wind shield look like. If you still have wind noise when filming, try booming from underneath and forming a barrier between the wind and microphone. Monitor sound. Monitoring sound is when you listen to the sound being recorded during filming. Checking sound is when you are listening to sound and watching your footage after filming. No matter what kind of microphone you're using, monitor, pay attention to, and check the quality of the sound to see if you pick up any unwanted noise or had other issues. The best way to do this is with a pair of headphones plugged into your camera or recording device. Even better, ask someone to listen and monitor the sound during recording. This way you can deal with unwanted noise or trouble right away. Most camera records have an audio mirror that lets you see how loud and how low the sound is. The audio mirror normally is on the LCD monitor on your camcorder. You can use the meter to check sound level before filming. Make sure the sound you are recording isn't so loud that it will distort, or isn't so quiet that the audience won't be able to hear the dialogue. Some camcorders let you change microphone level, but others, including camera phones, do it automatically. Either way, make sure you monitor the audio level before and during filming. Before filming, ask your actor to say some of their lines as loudly as they would when you are filming. The buzz shouldn't constantly peak, hit the end of the mirror, which is usually red. If a mirror does this, the audio levels are too high. If the audio levels are too quiet, on the other hand, the audio mirror bar won't rise as much. Don't worry if your camera and the audio mirror. In that case, you can always listen to see whether the audio is too loud or too quiet. By plugging headphone into your camera and listening to the dialogue, you will able to hear whether the audio is too low because it will distort or uncomforting to listen to. On the other hand, if you can hardly hear your actor is saying, you either need to turn up the microphone volume, move the microphone closer to your actor, or ask the person to speak louder. Dubbing and Foley. Imagine this, you've had a long day of filming and you return to your edit shoot. And while it's reviewing your footage, you notice the unwanted sound on the audio track. What do you do? If the unwanted noise is over dialogue, the options are to either to use another record take or to record the damaged section of dialogue in the actor and edit this in during editing. This is called dubbing, which happened frequently on big budget film and TV shows. Sometimes whole scenes have to be dubbed because the audio recording was poor. As we mentioned earlier, with video, sound is as important as picture. So, you can want to add additional sound effect or noise to your video to enhance your audition experience. These additional sounds are called Foley effect. You may want to add door creaking in a scary scene, or the sound of the police siren in the crime drama, or the sound of footsteps on a gravel driveway. All these sounds can be recorded at a later stage and added during the editing process.